I think when I thought of people doing programming, I imagined people who started when they were 12 and were maths geniuses. But after going through EDA, I think it's really something that can definitely be learnt and isn't some magical innate quality.
I originally considered going back to university and doing an additional degree to get some computer science skills, but it wasn't really something I could afford money-wise or time-wise. My whole focus was getting into it and starting to build things. I think one of the big highlights for me was seeing other cohorts come through and seeing how far that you've come in a very short space of time is really satisfying.
Being there and seeing the people who were graduating in their final projects when we had just begun and had no idea how they did all the things, but knowing that we worked very soon was exciting. So a lot of the learning at EDA comes not only from the teachers and tutors, but from the other people in your cohort. So that kind of teaching and learning with your peers is carried on at Showgizmo, I think. So I'm very comfortable asking Dan questions or asking anyone else on the team questions.
The focus on people teaching people was great because it made the whole thing feel like a wider family, and you still had a lot of people coming in from previous cohorts helping out with various things and coming in to speak to the coaches and that kind of thing as well.
I only wanted to teach one cohort because then it would always be kind of special. I've got this connection with EDA, which is sort of carried on, even though I'm not there anymore. I'm still sort of part of that wider EDA family. It's also really good to have the inside track on who's coming through at the moment and who's the smart one in the cohort and who's the one who's retired.
Dan and Esther were fantastic students. They made a huge impression in their cohort. Fantastic team players, and on graduating, going into Showgizmo, making a big impression there, providing some great value, continuing their learning, and being great team members. It's going to be very exciting to see what they do in their tech careers.